Hi everybody, it's Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, and I am here to do your daily reading. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video today. Okay, so how the daily reads work is I pull 3 cards, and all you need to do is allow your energy to take you to where you were drawn. So number 1, 2, or 3. On some days you'll find you're drawn to more than one number, and that's fine. That just means that there's a couple of messages for you today. So the purpose of tuning in on the daily readings is to allow a little bit of insight and guidance to come in to bring that bigger energy in. Okay, so you'll find that the cards resonate from one day to the next, as they should, but also show the progressive energy and also any little backflips and things like that along the way. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to choose 3 cards randomly out of the deck. As I said, just allow your energy to see where you were drawn. So there's number 1, number 2, and number 3. So just take a moment, guys. Are you drawn to number 1, number 2, or number 3? So I'm going to pop number 3 and number 2 up out of the way, and let's see what number 1 wants to give today. Okay, so you've got the improvements card. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We've been working on these for a few weeks now. Those improvements are starting to filter through. And it's interesting, I do believe the way that the energy is shifting through number 1, that some of you are actually paying attention, which is good. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. Where are you? Uncertainty and doubt. All right, nice. So number 1, what I want to say to you is if there's a really nice energy around this card here, okay, for the improvements. All right, and so when it talks about improvements, it's of self and situations, and very much so for those of you that have been continuously drawn to number 1, you'll see that, there's been that movement forward. We've been caught a little bit in it. We've sat back, we've analysed, we've seen what's happening around us and asked ourselves that question of where are we, okay? And so, yes, absolutely, that was rousing up some uncertainty, some confusion, some doubt through clouded judgment. But we started to see that clarity through. So are you still working on that? Okay. And so number 1, what I want to say to you is that the improvements are sitting there. Okay. And that, as I said, that big question is there because for the last couple of days, the energy has been very much so around asking yourself that specifically. Okay. And so for those of you who haven't kind of attempted those, you're welcome to flick back over the last couple of days and see what I'm talking about. Okay. But it's asking you. It's asking you what you've made out of that, okay? And so very much so, number 1, what I want to say to you is that at this point in time in moving forward, there needs to be some self-analysis, okay? Self-analysis of the situations and the things around you that you're looking to improve, places that you feel stuck, all of those little bits and pieces. As I said, if you want to full the thing, go back and look over the videos over the last couple of days. I don't want to waste too much time explaining today. All right, there's a big energy in that. All right, it's time to kind of sit and have a look and see where you are at in order to start moving forward. All right, number 1. All right, let's pop these 2 back in the deck. Number 1 over number 2. What have you got? Completions. Okay. So this is the heavier energy of the 2 completion cards in the deck, okay? One door closes, another opens. But the thing and the picture that always comes to mind with this card is the bushfires, okay? And when we see a bushfire rage through, some beautiful green bush, it turns all black, and then a couple of weeks later, we start to see, just little green sprouts starting to shoot, and it just shows like through destruction, and things that look absolutely devastating, we can still have this beautiful growth that comes through, okay? And so for number 2, let's see what else wants to come out. Nice. So yeah, you got the joy card and balance. Okay. And so number 2, you've had that similar energy that was there. Your whereas number 1's energy was a bit more on the bigger picture of basis, and say of number 2, we were focusing more on things specifically around you, things that were coming from within you, okay, taking responsibility and things like that. All right, and so for some of you, you've chosen to bring this completion around voluntarily, and for others, it's happened to you, okay? But you've got the joy card that falls straight afterwards. The reason I chose joy and not just happiness for this card is because it is the balance between peace, happiness, and harmony, all right? And then you've got the balance card that's there. So very much so, number 2, what I want to say to you is just make sure that you're keeping that balance around you, okay? Make sure that, for everything that's heavy, you've got something that's light. And basically just looking after yourself. Okay, it's funny, there's a really different energy with number 2 today. It's like there's been a jump from yesterday to today. the balance that's there. It's almost like there's a disbelief that sits there with it, that I can't move to this, and I want to say to you, just be mindful of see, that's okay. So this is why the balance is important. It's like you're caught in between these two, okay? So bringing a little bit of balance, as I said. So if you've got a lot of challenges around you, make sure you're creating a day that's got, beauty and gratitude and things like that through it, so that you've got some beauty in your life, you know what I mean, and things, because it's almost like there's a catch between these two there. It's like we feel like we can't go from this to this, okay? And the way that we can do that is bring about that balance. And as I said, there's been a big self-analytical energy around number 2 as well, but I feel like it's almost like, that it's like I'm not quite believing it enough to get myself from this energy over to this energy, okay? We need to bring in a little bit better balance, okay? We need some time out, some good times, some laughter, all of that kind of thing. And you know what, though, as well, on the flip side of that, there also needs to be the hard work, the attention and the focus. It can't be all fun, okay? Don't ignore ignorance isn't bliss, all right? Ignorance isn't bliss. All right, number 2, I hope that resonates for you. There's a lot of energy in that one for you guys today. All right, and so number 3, let's have a look. Intuition card. Trusting your psychic senses. All right, let's have a look and see what else wants to come out. Have you got frustrations? Shit happens. This card's coming out a lot lately. Okay, so guys, number 3, you've got the intuition card, the frustrations card, and the shit happens card, okay? And so what I feel for you guys there is it's asking you to come back and to trust your psychic. Trust what your gut's telling you at the moment. Take a second and regroup. Take a breath, The frustrations that you're feeling around yourself at the moment are just a part of life, okay? There's nothing... when I say that there's nothing huge going on, obviously I'm not talking about the fact that for some of you, there is always something huge going on, basically. And so I'm wanting to separate those two things and say that, those little frustrations and energies, okay? So if we've just had, somebody pass or something else like that, I'm not talking about that kind of energy, okay? I'm talking about the energy coming from self, all right? And when it's asking you to come back and trust your psychic senses, listen to your gut. What's it trying to tell you on how you can push through this energy that's around you, okay? And I want to say as well, 3's had a really nice positive energy. I feel like for those of you that are drawn to number 3, for the most part, life's in a good place. And so it's a good reminder too to not to, don't let little things start getting in the way and of that energy. I feel like this is almost like a little bit of preemptive energy for the week as well, and that'll show in the tarot readings this afternoon. But okay, so number 3, what I want to say is that come back, you need to be trusting your gut, okay? Those little frustrations, things like that around us that are just part of life, okay? And I think that perhaps is the message today. That's what I want to keep coming back to, is just understanding that, okay? Don't make mountains out of molehills. There's no need to. Your energy around you is good at this point in time, okay? Just keep breathing and keep doing what you know that you need to be doing. So if there is any of that sort of frustrated energy that's there, it has an opportunity to dissipate really quickly. Okay, and as I said, I know this is a daily read, but it's actually tapping on that. There's a little bit of frustration coming through this week, and so you'll need to remember that. Okay, so number 3, that is what I have for you. All right, so just in a quick reflection, there's number 3, number 2, number 1. Okay, improvements, completions, and intuition. All right, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. If you've liked the video, please click the thumbs up. You'll find the weekly tarot readings will be out over the course of the day. And other than that, stay safe, be happy, be well, and I look forward to you joining me again soon.